Well, here we are. Legally, I probably can't encourage a trade of shady and the risky business, that of which I've obtained my money. This includes selling villagers on Nikazan. But trust me, it isn't as bad as you think. I get a lot of bells from that. Oh, so I've enticed you. I've interested you in the business of money making? Well, this video is for you. So there are 7 ways to legally earn your money. Now, if it was me, I would probably be clicking off this video right this instant, because I'm only interested in the illicit and criminal ways. But give this video a chance, okay? You might learn something. Okay, the first is from selling fruits. It's the most efficient source of early income. If there's one thing about Timmy and Tommy, it's that they prefer foreign fruits over the one of your islands. If you think about it, that might be just a little bit discriminatory, but at the same time, in theory, I guess there is an abundance of native fruits on your island. So, as someone well educated with the business, like me, I'll let it slide and just tell you that when you sell any non-native fruit, which is the sister fruits, you'll receive a whopping 500 bells per. I know, it's so much. But this is the thing. If you sell 40 pocket slots full of 10 stacked fruits, that's 200,000 bells. That's your second house loan paid off. The next way is similar to selling fruits, but this time it's much, much cooler. If you are lucky enough to pick up some pumpkin starters during October, then they'll sell for a whopping 350 bells. You might be saying, less bells? Vanessa, you only know I'm in it for the money. And yes, I know that you are, because I'm also in it for the money. But hear me out. Your pumpkins can grow in bunches of 3, and they only occupy 1 space of your island. So that's 1,050 bells per space. If you have a farm consisting of 9 spaces, okay? There's 1 farm that's for tree, and 1 farm of 9 pumpkins. You'll only get 1,500 bells from the tree, as it needs to have a surrounding 1 space of clearance in every direction. Whereas with pumpkins, that's a total of 9,450 bells. It's a pretty good deal if I'm being honest. Next up is the money rock, which if you didn't know, it's one of the world's 7 wonders. Like, how did the money ever get there? And why is it replenished every single day? I guess we'll just never know. Nonetheless, go around your island and whack your shovel across the rock. You're looking for the ones that will spit coins back at you. So what you want to do in preparation of each rock is dig some holes behind you to prevent being pushed back, as if you miss the rock or you dig too slowly, you'll lose your chance to get the money. If you accidentally dig the ground instead of the rock, you'll lose the money. It's a dangerous game, but as long as you're ready to mash the A button very consistently at the perfect speed, those 16,100 bells are all yours. Swiftly keeping on the theme of Earth, the next point is about selling fossils. You get like 5 a day that spawn on your island, and by the time that you filled up most of your museum, you've got an abundance of extras. While some fossils are going to be much more valuable than others, it's still worth talking to one of the nooks about letting them take it off your hands. We all know that money grows on trees, right? Fine. We all know that Animal Crossing bells grow on trees, right? Well, why not monopolize that daily opportunity, and after you've found your day's shiny hole, dig out the 1,000 bells, and then go plant back in 99,000 bells. I can positively say that I am not scamming you. Nor am I grinning right now. For real, go plant some money back into that hole, and obviously it'll only work if it's a glowing spot, because in a couple of days, they'll triple its amount. So that is actually quite a bit. That's almost 300k if you didn't know. Fishing is like gambling, okay? It's like practically the same thing. You can waste your time only to return with a couple of sea basses and only a couple of 1,000 bells in return. Or you can catch a really, really rare fish, such as a golden trout, which alone is worth 15,000 bells. At the beginning, it's a lot, but for how rare it is, I still wouldn't say it's the greatest of deals, but I might as well throw it in. I'm also typically not that lucky with fishing, so I'll spare you that. Lastly, we gotta go back to our roots. Our turnip roots. Okay, the one thing that I do know, and it's that the stock market is actually quite infamous of basically just gambling. Don't quote me on that. So let me show you a little bit of my island. I have this area here, which was sectioned off because before, each Sunday, I would wake up, turn on my Animal Crossing, only to sell my life savings to this Daisy May, which definitely needed a Kleenex at every single time. And then after that, I would go and cheat the system by going on websites such as Turnip Exchange to scout out all the islands I could gain a profit by selling there. Literally, this would take up my whole entire Sunday. Time well spent, if you ask me. If you have the time, and if you have the drive to make sure you don't make a loss, and if you're dedicated down to the last bell gain, then this is for you. It truly is high stakes gambling. It's much better than fish and gambling. 0 out of 10, I do not recommend fish gambling. Here we go. Animal Crossing New Horizons, teaching you 7 ways to gain bells, with most of them being able to achieve fast. We've also learned about gambling and the economy, which I think are actually the best parts of it. Man, Tom Nook really has a capital on this game's currency. But just he wait, because one day when I become the ultimate Animal Crossing YouTuber and islander, I will achieve world domination over him and overthrow his tyranny. So if you want to help me along my journey, you should probably subscribe. I hope you have a very terrific bell gain.